Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Aries Only, where I channel messages for Aries only. Today we're doing a reading to check in with your spirit guides. What message do they think you need right now? So, what is going on here? I feel like I've been getting this message a lot on my other channel, Xtremetarot, where it's like time to cut ties with somebody. There's a lot here about forgiveness. I'm thinking of, says red, forgive. This is on the bottom of the deck of these two cards. And who am I ready to forgive? I feel like this might be honestly about a romantic thing. This might be an ex that is trying to come back in. I'm getting a vibe of we are never ever getting back together. Like Red, I'm thinking of the Red album from Taylor Swift. I don't even know if that's on there, honestly, but I think it might be. Shark, swim away from this situation. I like cut the deck and I cut to this card. So I feel like this is you needing, this might be somebody that is a shark, someone out for blood, somebody like a predator kind of a person. And you may not be that way here. I feel like we also have this question from Spirit. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants. Okay. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the little things. Note to self, laugh more often. I feel like this person doesn't make you feel that way. They make you maybe feel bad here. Let's read this Princess Savior. We also on the bottom of the deck had this on your own terms. She waited a really long time to be saved until one day she decided to save herself. It was a very good day. This is the princess saved herself, decided to save herself. There's something about you needing to save yourself and chew, excuse me, chew. Ooh, all right, sorry about that. Okay, even if you feel uncertain about facing a challenge, believe in yourself. You are strong enough to conquer this. There will be help if you need it, but you already have the inner resource. I feel like I want to catch this book on fire. The inner resources required to overcome any obstacle and attain the most blessed outcome. I feel like, so maybe you want to cut something off, somebody off, but you're afraid they're going to come at you. There's a sense of that. And again, I just had this in my Leo reading I did on my other channel too with the Tower, where it's almost like you're afraid of the situation exploding, but it's almost like, I feel like there's a more passive way to cut off contact, maybe just blocking this person. Again, there's something like that where this person might be trying to come in and you don't want to have a big blow up or a big fight, but you might just be able to block them or something simple. It might be as simple as that. If you are in the process of letting go of someone or something, perhaps an old habit, an old way of life, a relationship, or a situation in which you have felt trapped, don't allow insecurity or uncertainty to stop you. You've got this and you are doing the right thing and moving on. So especially if you've been doubting that, oh, is it wrong to do this? I think Spirit's like, no, it's not. This person's a shark. If you feel that way and you're resonating with this, obviously. When you realize that you are strong enough to save yourself, which you are, you never have to be afraid again, as well as inner strength. You have inner wisdom deep within you. Just know when something or someone is or is not worthy of your time, energy, and attention. The most precious treasure that you will ever have is the divine gift of yourself. There is nothing that is more valuable. Oh, I just lost my place. And no one that is worth losing yourself over. You don't need permission from anyone other than yourself to decide to walk away from what isn't right for you, or to stand your ground and honor your values, or to say no and refuse to give in to social pressures. You can be open to help and grateful for assistance, but you also know that whenever you need it, you have the power to learn, to act, to figure it out, and to find the love within that will empower you for the life that you deserve. Even with this message, wings, you never needed those wings to fly. It's almost like you don't need permission from anyone to do what's right for you. There's a message of you needing to like take a firm stance here. Like, let's like quickly look at number 35, which was the on your own terms. Sorry, let me fix my rings too. Hold on. And even like 35, I was associated with Archangel Michael. I feel like this person could be like, I don't know, like lashing out at you or something like that. I'm getting a sense of that. Or they have in the past, and that's what you're afraid of. You are not the person you once were. You know it, but others might not always be ready to let the old you go so easily. Do not allow yourself to be shoved back into patterns of behavior that are not true to who you are now. You have worked hard to grow and become this new self. Believe that she is more real than the old you, even if she is less familiar to others and maybe even to you at this stage. All that will change, and what is new now will become familiar and easy for you to sustain in the near future. Be stubborn in a good way, whilst you and others around you come to realize that the new you is the real you. Others may offer their input, but when it comes down to it, it is you alone making your life decisions. Your choice may once have been to meet the expectations and honor the opinions of other people, but you are aware now that the best choices for you actually honor your own heart, irrespective of whether others understand your reasons or feelings or not. You might have to practice, I just said or not, that wasn't in the book, I don't know. Okay, sorry. You might have to practice not feeling guilty or selfish about choosing to live your life in the way that suits your soul. You might have to be patient with those around you who need some time to get out of the habit of expecting you to do as you are told. It may take some time for them to adjust to the way you are now, behaving and thinking based on your own inner guidance. Stand your ground and reinforce this new behavior until you and those around you really get this is how you are living from now on. You know that you don't have to wait for permission. I swear to God, I didn't read this, but yes, that is the vibe I was getting. You get to choose how you want to feel, how you want to live, and who you want to be. You're ready for the responsibility and sweet reward of living your life on your own terms. I feel like someone has a problem with the way you're choosing to go forward living your life here, and you need to have a, like, the reason I feel very called to be like blah 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 in like a loud voice, a firm voice. Like, you need a firm hand is needed here. You don't need anyone's permission. All right, so what, oh God, this ring is like bothering me, but I'll take it off after this reading. What is Aries spirit guides wanting to say to them right now? What is the message? Happy. I feel like you're moving on to bigger and better things. When's the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? You're leaving behind things that don't make you as happy and emotionally fulfilled. I feel like this is more about emotional fulfillment here with the happy. And when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Maybe you're moving. What was the song that you got? Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. But maybe you're moving in a new direction towards you're trying to take a different approach to life, and people are like, what? Again, what is that from? Why do I keep saying, oh, Total Drama Island, that show? I love that show. Harold. I think that was his name. He used to always say that. Anyway, but that was talking about peer pressure. So maybe this is like a friend group that you've had like since high school age or something, or there's somebody in the friend group that's like wanting you to, maybe they haven't really grown and they're wanting you to not grow too, and you're just like, dude, like, or girl or whatever, like, I'm outgrowing this phase, like, and you can go your own, if that's what you want to continue doing, please do it. I'm not judging you, I'm not stopping you, I'm just not in a vibe like that anymore. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Look, I just see this peeking out. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? It's like, this is up to you right now. You have to save yourself here. You have to do it yourself. All right, what else, Spirit? What message do you have for Aries here? Gravitate towards the people that make you happy. You're very close to achieving your goal, and a new start is coming. I feel like there's like this new chapter of your life waiting to start, but it is contingent on you showing, Spirit, that you're ready to accept it. Like, you're ready for this happier era by like getting rid of the things that aren't really aligned. Like, this is only you can do this. I'm thinking of like, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Like, with privilege comes responsibility. Like, that's part of growing up. I feel like there is a new era maybe of success here. Maybe this is more even about money. I feel like there's a whole new era starting of your life. You're leaving something behind. This is like a tower. You're trying to get out and make it as painless as possible for everybody, but that may not be possible, I feel like. Or it just might not be possible because you're going to be feeling guilty. And I think Spirit's saying, like, you are going to feel guilty. Don't take the fact that you're feeling guilty as a sign that you're not doing the right thing. Again, I'm noticing a lot of orange here. Guilt. just because you're feeling guilty because you're a good person. And maybe these other sort of people are like counting on that. Maybe they're just sad that they're losing you. It's like your two lives are going in different directions, and it's sad. Especially if, like I was saying, this is somebody that you've been friends with for a while. It is sad, you know, when your lives start your paths start diverging and you start growing apart from people that you've maybe never thought that would be possible. And it's sad for you. It's maybe sad for them. Maybe they're lashing out at you. Maybe they're noticing a distance from you and almost acting like, oh, you think you're better than me, you think you're better than us, kind of a vibe, something like that. And Spirit's like, I think it's totally normal for there to be sadness, for there to be a period of grief while we mourn the ending of, like, you know, this part of our life. Even if we're moving on to a happier time, that doesn't mean that we're not going to miss stuff from the old time. It almost is reminding me, oh my god, if I like reference Twilight one more time. But I think there's a part in Twilight where Bella is almost like surprised once Edward comes back. Like, I think in a clip she's talking about it while she was talking about how she misses stuff. She's like, from my own personal dark days, like there's stuff that I missed from it. Like, it's almost like she's like surprised that she even misses that, because it was such a dark period for her, and she's just so happy when she has Edward back. But it's like, I think Jacob is one of the things that she has to like let go of. So like I was saying, this could be like letting go of one romantic relationship in order to move on. Oh my god, I didn't even do this to see like what this is. Okay, what area of your life is this affecting? The third house. Okay, so the third house, that could be like the energy of the group and your social circle, like the people that you communicate with. Three, I think of the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, so maybe even your coworkers. This could be like an old group of coworkers if you switch jobs. I don't know if I said something about like you could have success coming in, so you might be leaving behind like some coworkers that you really like. This could be transitioning into a new era with your friend groups and wanting to have a different sort of group of people around you, something like that. Things like that. So wait, let's see what else Aries spirit guides have to say. Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And we have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. I feel like almost, again, longing for home, belonging. I feel like your soul has grown recently, where it's like your soul is evolving. Your loyalties to certain things have changed. Like the things that you were once loyal to, you're wanting to expand beyond. With devotion, I'm getting like, maybe even like this could be that you've had sort of a spiritual awakening here, and you're just not aligned with the same things that you used to be. And it's very sad. It's like almost like I think you wish that you still were. Birthing a new age. I don't know, I just picked that up. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. It's almost like be careful what you wish for kind of a thing, where it's like you are getting what you wish for, but there's like this sad part. There's this sacrifice that needs to take place before this new age can come into fruition here. We have denial and self-esteem. But let's just get one. What's the message for Aries? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I feel that it's almost like this is the message. Like, you have to accept responsibility for your well-being and accept that other people may blame you and almost maybe think that you're too good for them or something like that. So I don't know. I feel like, let's see what this says. Blame. It is so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. The ego can be a very fragile thing. I feel like this is speaking of the other people in your life that maybe you're leaving behind, or that you feel that you have to leave behind. But the ego can be a very fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. This mindset says, I don't have the power inside myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. This is an illusion. When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempt to shift the blame. So I was reading something, I think it was on one of these cards the other day in a reading it came through where it said, when you blame other people, you haven't begun healing. When you blame yourself, you have begun. And when you know that no one is to blame, you've finished your lesson. That wasn't an exact quote, but it was something along those lines. I feel like this other person that's in the dynamic with you is maybe blaming you. Their ego is more at play. They haven't really begun their lesson. But like I was saying, I feel like there's this more spiritual growth happening, personal growth, if you wouldn't classify yourself as spiritual. You are watching a tarot reading, so who knows. But I feel like there's almost like you're blaming yourself. You're taking on the blame. So it's like you have begun your lesson. You have begun your growth. And I think there's still more to learn for each of you, and you learning how to accept maybe, what was it, like the guilt, the blame. You feel guilty, you feel like it's your fault, you're hurting somebody else's feelings, or you're making them feel like they're a bad person by like wanting to evolve past them or something like that. I feel like that's where you're at right now, and that's part of this process. That's the lesson your spirit guides want you to realize, that this is the way it's supposed to be. Don't take the guilt. I think I already said this, but I think your spirit guides really want to reiterate this point of, do not take the guilt as a feeling that you're doing the wrong thing. I feel like you're following your soul to a happier place here. And you are healing. I'm hearing Heal the World by Michael Jackson. And it's almost like this person isn't ready to do that. So it's almost like they can't come with you. And which is sad to leave people behind sometimes, but they may catch up. They may catch up at another point in time. So, okay, let's get tarot and then tea leaves, and then we're going to get advice after that. So what message does Spirit have? What's coming up next for Aries? I want to know that. Or maybe the message is not going to come through that way, but hold on, I have to sneeze. Achoo, excuse me. Okay, this is the Seven of Wands in reverse. I feel like what's coming up is an end to this conflict. Maybe this person also is very deceptive behind your back or something. So I feel like with the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's like maybe just make your peace with the fact that if you do sort of cut this person off and just block them, you may not feel comfortable doing that, but just like stop answering them. Or if they ask you to hang out, be like, oh, I can't, I'm busy, like with work or some other neutral reason. You may have to deal with them talking bad about you behind your back but you may not have to deal with it necessarily, the conflict, which is good to know. I feel like with the Hermit, you might just be spending more time alone, or this might be where you're leaving a friend group to pursue a relationship or to try to better yourself here, something like that. And so you may be busy either working on yourself, working on a partnership with somebody else. We have Justice. Yeah, there might be a relationship coming up here. So you might just be maybe that's where this peer pressure is coming from, where this person is almost like, like this is somebody that you've like kind of had your wild single days with, and they want to continue to have those times with you. Or this again could be a relationship that you're leaving behind in order to pursue something that's a little bit more in line with where you are now with Justice. Like something real that makes you really happy, like happy, like two happy people, somebody that's aligned with you. With this happy card, I do get that alignment card. We also have the 2 and the 6. I've heard like Tarot when she's like, oh, the 2, like the High Priestess and the Lover, she would say. So she like uses like the major arcanas in the tarot, but also the number 2 and the number 6 are numbers of romantic relationships. and harmony within those relationships. Also, I'm thinking of the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, kind of a vibe where it's like just a soul love. Like, and again, if you've been evolving spiritually and you're having a sort of spiritual connection, it would make sense that you're lining up with a partner that's more, there's a more harmonious vibe here. This is something substantial I'm getting, with the happy being clarified by justice. I feel like this is what's on the horizon for you, a lighter energy in your heart here. We have the King of Pentacles. Also, I see what's coming up for you, maybe career success. And what are you leaving behind? This Five of Wands, this competitive energy. I feel like even if you had some sort of romantic relationship, whenever you would do good, I feel like maybe your partner was very competitive with you, and this new person is going to be almost more of like a cheerleader for you. The King of Cups. Wow. I'm going to just move this over. Let's do it like that. I like how these two kings are here in the middle. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, and we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What's that? Death. This is a total transformation of your life here, and this is just a part, but we're moving into happier times. Look, the Three of Swords going to the Three of Cups, so I feel like you put in the work here. You really have done a lot of this inner work, maybe behind the scenes, and you have been growing, but this is a number 12 of the Hanged Man. You see life completely differently now. You can't unsee certain things, almost like you wish you could, about certain people, where you're seeing their true colors, and you're like, oh, that's not a good vibe. It's not a vibe I want around me. This is the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Like, you're questioning your values here. You have a lot of emotional maturity, and I feel like there could be people that you're going to be aligning with that are a lot more, yeah, this Five of Wands is on the back of the deck, like the back of the deck like this, like I pulled it up. I feel like whoever you were with was maybe a very competitive person, whether they're romantic or just platonic or something like that. This could be somebody that really wanted to compete with you. Even if it was like sort of like a situationship where maybe they were like flaunting their other like lovers in your face or something like that, where it's like they really wanted to like create jealousy in you. Whereas this new partnership that you're entering into is more based in harmony. It's not based in like a five energy of competition. And think about the fives, the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, like trying to like get a rise out of you from like your insecurities. This is somebody that is wanting to like build you up because they love you and they feel like a harmonious vibe. They're on your level. They feel a harmonious vibe with you, and they want to perpetuate that instead of these feelings of jealousy and competition. So it's like, I feel like this person is going to either be this King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy, or they're, if you're like the male watching this, the masculine energy in the upcoming connection, they're going to like inspire this energy in you. They're going to bring it out in you. It's just going to, it's just an energy that you're already stepping into here. And with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords, I feel like it's going to be fun. Like, I don't feel like this is going to be like some sort of like a boring relationship or anything like that. You're going to feel very happy. I feel like you're not going to be able to stop laughing and smiling. And maybe this is something that you know. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard. Is there somebody that you know is the person here where you're with them? It's just happy. It's harmonious. And this is what you want in your life. Like, you don't need anyone's permission to have this. If other people don't like it, well, too bad. Like, you know what I mean? That's life. Like, whenever I used to complain about something, like to my dad when I was, I mean, because he's sick now, but he probably still would do it, but he has like dementia. But anyway, like back in the day when I'd be like, oh, dad, like da 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 da, like this happened or whatever, he'd just be like, that's life, like Frank Sinatra, like just like so funny. And I'm like, all right, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, but I'm just trying to vent right now. Oh, let's get the tea leaves. I completely forgot. Where are my tea leaves? Oh, Leo, you're sitting on the crazy guy. All right, so what's coming up for Aries moving forward, and what are they leaving behind? What do their spirit guides want them to know? Apple, temptation will test you. So I feel like spirit's like, we're trying to just make sure that you're really ready for this new time in your life. And I think spirit is saying like, it's very important for you to learn how to say no. I think this was coming through in another Aries reading I did recently. So this could be the same collective watching, where it was like spirit is trying to see if you're ready to make some sort of a sacrifice in order to get you ready for like a new something in your life. So for example, if it's a romantic relationship, because that's the easiest example to use, if this is like a toxic ex, say, and you need to cut off contact with them by blocking them, this could be because Spirit's not trying to test you like, ha ha ha, like I want to see you fail and make, you know, it's not like trying to challenge you in that way. It's more so trying to ready you to have like a firm hand. With the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups too, that's very like firm energy. We were talking about being firm. I feel like you need to be firm. Like I forgot about that from the beginning. Yes. Because say you end up in a relationship with this person, this new person, this person might come back, and if you already are in a habit of saying, oh, I don't know, it's like you could do something that will end up betraying the trust and ruining the innocence and the harmony that you have, this happy energy with this new person. So it's important, I think, before you're ready to fully align, even though you are very close to it, you need to be able to be like, no, especially if like when you are with this person, especially if this person is a competitive sort of a person that I'm picking up on here, they really might try to like do that on purpose. That I'm getting that competitive energy here, that Five of Swords energy, where they would get off on that and it would end up hurting this person that I feel like makes you really happy and that you have a lot of feeling for. And I think that would really hurt you. And that's why Spirit is like, and almost like I'm getting that sense of like this person might be a rotten apple, and like this person that we're moving on to is like an apple up high on the tree, like kind of a vibe, you know what I mean? So this person might come in and it's like, I think Spirit's really wanting you to be able to say no. So that way, when you're ready to align with this person, I feel like I'm just repeating myself now. I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, if they come in and try to, like, F up your relationship, it'll be easy for you to be like, get the hell out of it. Goodbye. Like, I want nothing to do with you. Blocked. If they show up, you'll just leave, like, kind of a thing. Like, you won't let them get to you and ruin what you have. Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Yes. And someone old needs to go. Like, temptation's going to test you and you need to say no so somebody else can come in. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I feel like there's a lot of good things happening for you right now. I feel like there's just like a lot of, your whole life is changing as a whole. So I don't know. I also feel like a path with money is waiting for you to find it. I just feel like a path filled with like a lot of good things, a lot of abundance overall. And I feel like even being together with this person, this new person, the fact that it's like happy, I feel like your vibe is gonna like go way up. And so even there might be some other benefits of being together, like your financial benefits. I wrote a blog about this one time where it was like, I was talking about how when I used to work with my best friend Mariah, we would always make money because the energy, it would just be the two of us on the floor and we would like just be in such a good vibe. We used to work Tuesday mornings together and just like the money would just be flowing. We'd always make at least $200 together. Like, and it would just be crazy, like how it just like literally always happened when I worked with her. So I feel like it could be a vibe like that where like your energy is going to be so good together, like you're going to feed off of it with each other, kind of in a similar way you did with this other person, but that was a more competitive, like in a negative way. You were feeding off the negativity. Here you're going to be feeding off the positivity. You see that, like that rainbow energy? I feel like it's going to be sending out this energy into the universe where like even you might have a lot of financial success or something like that. So you're going to like perpetuate each other's financial success just because you're both going to be so happy here. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. I feel like this person doesn't want to go. Like you have to like get out. Like they're sitting in the chair, you have to like pick up the chair. Hey, like, you know, kind of a thing. And it's like, I think Spirit's really, I feel like there is a message of them trying to come in and ruin what you have with this person in the future. And you need to learn to say no now. And I feel like once you learn how to do that, I think like the door or the path to this person will be a lot easier to follow here. But I mean, you'll know if whoever I'm speaking of, like, does this ring a bell that they would try to do that? Is that in their character? Only you can answer that. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. I feel like you might end up losing this person. Spirit really wants you to recognize that. And I also think they want you to recognize that if you are feeling sad about letting this other situation go, even if you're like over them and you don't feel romantic feelings towards them, although this says temptation will test you, so maybe there is some like residual feelings, and that's okay. That's okay. Even if you are excited about this new future, it's a past, it's a familiarity, it's a comfort. It's somebody that you've exchanged emotions with, even if it was tense, even if it was competitive, even if it was like filled with jealousy and things like that. You could still feel bad for them. They could still, it's okay to have feelings for people and to recognize that it is going to be a loss. It's okay to feel sad, grieve it. This is reminding me of like a funeral, of a death energy. Like, let it go and give it the proper goodbye. You know what I mean? It's okay to do that. It's okay if you know, wanted something that wasn't good for you at some point and you're sad to leave it behind. It doesn't take away from this new thing coming in the future. Older woman, so this could be the person that you need to leave behind, or the person that you're moving towards, or you. This could also be speaking of like of that crone energy. When I see older woman, like, you know, deep down, like you've entered this phase of your life where you're wise. You have this wisdom now. Again, with the Hanged Man energy that I'm getting from this, you almost wish that you weren't seeing what you see about certain people, but you have seen it. May, okay, the month of May could be significant. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Maybe this person has something on you from the past. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I feel like you are a little bit wary of crossing this person. I don't feel like you should try to like go up against them and like scream at them, but I think you should be firm but brief. Wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. I feel like that's this person, and Spirit's like, this person will try to do that, and you know that. You know that they're no good. Be very aware. Throne, position of authority. You have to take the position of authority back from them, okay? And we're going to get some last advice and leave it there. What advice do you have here? Pray to be as pretty on the outside as you are on the inside. It keeps you accountable. I feel like with that, I'm getting that, you know, even if this person maybe with the temptation will test you, like there's almost like a sexual, with the apple, I'm getting like the devil energy. Like there's like a sexual addiction or obsession, but it's like, who are they on the inside? Like, what if their insides looked, what if they looked on the outside what you know about them on the inside? Like, would they be as pretty to you? Or like, I don't know, sometimes I think about somebody looking like a worm on the ground with the like the person's face, and it's just like, you're like a worm to me now. When you see someone's behavior and it just disgusts you kind of, but it's like you could still be sexually attracted to them, it's very like weird, but I think about them as like a worm crawling around, like just with their face on it. Okay, power is always in flux. The wheel is always turning. Don't hide your mistakes. Hide from your mistakes. Own that shit. Own what you're feeling. If you're feeling like you miss this person and that you're tempted, own that. You know what I mean? But fierceness and vulnerability both have a place in you. So it's like, I feel like you're feeling more of these soft emotions towards this new person, and this fierceness needs to come out towards this other person. What makes you feel most alive? Choose that. And why does life feel like a contest of who has the least feelings? When do we decide we'd rather be robots? I feel like, I don't really know, but I like, get in touch with your feelings and choose what makes you feel the most happy and alive. Anything else for Aries, or is that pretty much it? While it's not always easy to dole out tough love, it's necessary at times. And humor is a tool we have access to. Use it. And that's kind of, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Like, dole out this tough love, close the door with this person, lock it, like throw away the key. Like, this person is not coming with you. Like, leave them behind, goodbye. You don't need their permission. Block them. I remember like my sister was talking to this guy who was like obsessed, like, she worked with him and they like ended up breaking up or whatever, and she was just complaining about it every day. Oh, these texts that he's sending me, and blah 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 blah, and like going on and on about. I'm like, Andrea, did you block him? Sorry, I shouldn't be saying her name, but I'm like, did you block him? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, Andrea, we wouldn't even having this conversation if you blocked them. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know, block this person or like complain to somebody else. Like, I'm sick of hearing about it. You know, the next week, oh, blah 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 again. Finally, guess what? She blocked him. She hasn't mentioned him once because he literally can't get a hold of her. Like, you can block this person. Like, throw away the key. Goodbye. All right. That's the message your spirit guides have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.